Bonjour, bonjour. We are doing adjectives revision. Group 1, which are the most common type of adjective. Adjectives where you add an E for feminine, S for masculine plural, and ES for feminine plural. Like lent and lente, slow. Punctured or exhausted or dead, in a colloquial kind of way, is crevé. So when you get E acute accent for feminine, you need to add an E. Group 2 are the adjectives that already end in an E, so you don't need to add another E for feminine. But you do add that silent S for plural adjectives. For example, empty is vide. Selfish, égoïste. Strange, étrange. Group 3, we have many adjectives in English that end in OUS, which become E and EUS in French. E for masculine, both singular and plural. EUS for feminine, and you need to add an S for the feminine plural. Sérieux, sérieuse, serious. Dangereux, dangereuse, dangerous. Curieux, curieuse, curious. Group 4. For this group, adjectives that end in F are changed to VE for their feminine counterparts, and we do need an S for plural adjectives. Brand new, masculine is neuf, like brand new number 9 out of the factory, neuf. Neuve for feminine. Sporty, sportif, sportive. Aggressive, agressif, aggressive. Group 5. Masculine adjectives that end in ER become hier in their feminine form, and we add an S for plural. Premier, première, first. Last, dernier, dernière. Entire or whole. Entier, entière. Group 6. Adjectives that double their last letter when modifying feminine nouns. You do need to add an S for plural nouns if there isn't one already. For example, bon becomes bonne. Parisian, parisien, parisienne. Thick, épais, épaisse. Group 7. Masculine adjectives that end in ET become et in their feminine form, and we need an S for plural. Secret, secret, secrète. Worried, inquiet, inquiète. Complete, complet, complète. Group 8. Masculine adjectives that end in al become o in the masculine plural, but the feminine adjectives that end in al with an e, you just add an S on for the plural. So normal will be normal, singular, masculine, normaux, plural. Normal, it sounds the same for feminine, both singular and plural. Général, généraux, général. Local, locaux, local. And then we had our very special group of adjectives that go before, because most of the time adjectives in French will go after the noun they modify. And I gave you this mnemonic with a sheep with a big nose. Ba, nose. What does the B stand for? Behavior, like gentil, kind. A for appearance, beau, belle. A for age, vieux, vieille. Number, un or une, deux. Aucun, aucune, plusieurs, quelques, a few. Opinions, bon, bonne, mauvais, mauvaise, excellent, excellente. Size, grand, grande, petit, petite. And the extras, the miscellaneous ones, même, same, autre, other. And then we have some irregular adjectives that just do their own thing. These ones go before the nouns they modify. Old is vieux, masculine. It becomes vieille with one L before a vowel or a mute H. We're going to talk about mute H's in a minute. We've got vieux, vieille, vieille. Beautiful, nice, handsome, fine. Beau, masculine, or belle if it goes before a vowel or a mute H. Beau, belle. False, untrue. Faux, feminine, fausse. New, nouveau, nouvelle. Nouveau, nouvelle. Long, it's got a little asterisk there because actually this can go before or after. Long and longue. Soft, gentle, mild, sweet. Doux and douce. If you want to say my sweet Monique, it would go before, but if something is sweet, it goes after. These are still irregular, but these adjectives go after the nouns they modify. White, blanc, blanche. Frank, franc, franche. Mad, fou or folle before a vowel or a mute H. And folle. Fresh, frais, fraîche. Dry, sec, sèche. Public, sounds the same, different spelling. Public, public. On to our mute H's. It just so happens that in English as well, we have a few words beginning with what's called a mute H. In English, we don't pronounce the H usually. For example, hour, honourable, air. And before these, we use the word an rather than a, as we do before a vowel. An hour, an honourable thing to do. There isn't an heir to the throne, and then the vowel, an umbrella. Most words, though, in English that begin with an H, we do hear the h. For example, a handbag, a hat, a headache. However, in places like Yorkshire, sometimes those rules go out of the window. Words beginning with a mute H versus an aspirated H in French. One thing, though, H is never heard in French. You never hear it, okay? You do not pronounce the letter H in French ever. Most words that begin with the letter H start with a mute H, what's called a mute H. That means they are acting like a vowel. For example, starts with a mute H, which means you can do the L apostrophe thing. L'homme, it sounds like one word then. L'homme, or the men, you can join the S to the next word. Les hommes. Okay, sounds like a Z. Les hommes. However, words that begin with an H, where your H is aspirated, your H now acts like a consonant. Imagine hoovering up, aspirating all the consonants. Aspirated words are often adopted from foreign languages, or not. For example, the word for bean, haricot. You do not hear the H anyway, but haricot is aspirated. What does that mean? The bean, you cannot do L apostrophe. You have to say le, pause, haricot. You cannot say l'haricot. You're not meant to. Lots of French people actually do. Okay, the beans, you're not meant to say les haricots. That's meant to be bad French, although lots of French people do. You're meant to go les, pause, haricots. Let's look at our masculine aspirated words that begin with an H. Haricot means bean. These are all masculine. Le hamburger, foreign word, hamburger. Le handball, but the French often take the word ball off when you're talking about sports. Le handball. Le hockey, hockey. Le hockey, sounds just like the game. It's singular in French. Hiccups, I have the hiccup. J'ai le hockey. Ooh. I think it pricks your finger at Christmas time and makes you go, ooh. Holly, le ou. Hasard, le hasard. The coincidence. Le hall. It's an English word, the hall. Le 8. Okay, 8. So in French you don't say it's the 8th of September, you say it's the 8. C'est le 8 septembre. So when 8 is a noun, you say le 8. Homard. Le homard. Lobster. Le handicap. The handicap or the disability. Le héros. The hero. But strangely, heroine, you can do the L apostrophe thing. L'héroïne. It becomes a mute H. Hibou. Le hibou. The owl. And finally, le hamster. The hamster. À vous, your turn. How do you say bean? Le haricot. The hamburger. Le hamburger. Handball. Le hand. le handball, usually just le hand. Instead of football, le foot. Instead of volleyball, le volley. Hockey, same word, le hockey. Hiccup sounds the same, it's singular. Le hockey. Holly, ooh. Le ou. Coincidence, le hasard. Hall, le hall. It's like a lobby, le hall. 8, le 8. All numbers are masculine. Lobster, le homard. Handicap, disability, le handicap. The hero, le héros, but not for heroine, it's l'héroïne. The owl, le hibou. And finally, the hamster, le hamster. There are only 3 feminine ones. We have la hanche. Okay, this is Shakira where the hips don't lie. La hanche. Feminine. Hiérarchie. La hiérarchie. Okay, the hierarchy. Who's the hierarchy? The queen is at the top. It's feminine. La hiérarchie. Okay, if you take the N out of hanche, you're left with hache. Hache. You might have seen steak haché. Well, in France, they use an axe to make mincemeat. Okay. Hache is an axe. Only 3. Okay, à vous. Your turn. How do you say hip? La hanche. Hierarchy. La hiérarchie. Okay, the queen at the top's feminine. La hiérarchie. Axe. Okay, we're going to use axe to make steak haché, mince meat. Hache. And now we are going to use a character called Nan, played by the very funny Catherine Tate. This Nan is very rude, very outspoken, and she likes to aspirate quite a lot. So we're going to use her to remember our words that begin with an aspirated H. It's Christmas and the room has been decked with le ou. And Nibou is hooting in the background. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Shouting Holly actually. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Nan is stuffing her face with haricots and hamburger, a typical dish for her at Christmas. Beans and hamburgers. They're falling out of her mouth onto the floor. Her grandson is holding his head in shame. Nan says to him with her hand on sa hanche, "You should show me more respect, a woman of my age." Behind her back, he copies her by putting his hand on sa hanche, on his hip. She goes on and on. "You know, in my life, my boy, there's une hiérarchie." Next, Nan has an afternoon of sports. Handball or le hand, then le hockey. But she has terrible indigestion and keeps holding onto the ball, doubled up in pain, while the rest of the players moan about her not passing the ball. So she tells them where to go. She runs down le hall with the balls, and par hasard, she finds, oui, homard. Fantastique, she thinks. 1 for every day of the week and 2 today. She's so full and as le okay. She has to be taken home in a wheelchair as if she has un handicap. In her handbag, her pet hamster is curled up asleep. Be careful, little hamster. There's an hibou about. Hibou, hoo, hoo, hoo. She turns to her grandson and says, "You are mon héros. Now take this ash and chop your old Nan some wood." So, there are not that many French words that begin with an H, so if you know that these are aspirated, the others are more likely to be mute. Holly is dangerous. Le ou est dangereux. The long hall is empty. Le long hall est vide. You can put long afterwards. Le hall long est vide. The owl is aggressive. Le hibou est agressif. I have one hamster. J'ai un hamster. So you can't say un hamster. You separate the un from the hamster. J'ai un hamster. A beautiful song. Une belle chanson. The white cream. La crème blanche. A big surprise. Une grande surprise. I have a little garden. J'ai un petit jardin. Remember, in is un. The sound is un. Jardin. Where is the whole milk, please? Où est le lait entier, s'il vous plaît? Et voilà les amis. A little bit of revision there for you. Merci beaucoup. À la prochaine fois.